I don't need anyone to decide for me. I'm still in charge. When you get old, people stop asking you what you want. They start assuming they know better. But I'm not done deciding for myself. My name is Walter. I'm 82 years old. I used to run a car repair shop just outside Tulsa. I raised two boys, lost my wife to cancer 12 years ago, and I've been living alone ever since. I still drive. I still do my own taxes. And I remember every birthday of my grandchildren without needing Facebook. But last fall, my oldest son, Michael, came to visit with a folder in his hand. He said, "Dad, we should talk about estate planning. Just in case." Just in case what? That I dropped dead before breakfast. He meant well. I know that. He brought up words like power of attorney and medical directive. He offered to help manage my finances. To take the pressure off you, he said. But that wasn't pressure. That was my life. I don't think people realize how humiliating it can feel to be spoken to like a child when you've lived a full, responsible life. I built my business from the ground up, paid off the mortgage early, sent my kids to college, and now they think I can't be trusted with my own checkbook. I told Michael, "Son, I love you, but I'm not giving up the wheel just yet." He looked hurt. He said, "Dad, I'm just trying to help." And I believe he was. But help only works when it's asked for. Otherwise, it feels like control. Since then, our relationship's been tense. He still calls, but there's something different in his voice. He sees me as fragile now, breakable. But let me tell you something. I am old, but I am not broken. There's a strange shift that happens when you cross a certain age. People stop listening. Doctors talk to your children, not you. Bankers ask if you're sure about a decision. And your family starts looking at you like you're a walking risk. But here's the thing. Being old doesn't mean being incompetent. Yes, our memory slips sometimes. Yes, we move slower. But our minds still hold decades of experience, wisdom, and judgment. I know there will come a time when I need help, when my hands won't be steady enough to write checks, when I may forget a name or a face. And when that day comes, I will ask. But today is not that day. I've made a will. I've written down my wishes. I've chosen who I want to speak for me when I can't. That's responsibility. That's preparation. But what I will not do is hand over my life while I'm still living it. Some of you might think I'm being stubborn. Some might say I should be grateful to have kids who care. And I am. I truly am. But I also believe that dignity means being allowed to live on your own terms until you no longer can. I miss how things used to be, when my opinion still held weight in the room, when my sons asked for advice instead of offering it. But I also know this. If I don't speak up for myself now, I'll slowly disappear. Not physically, but in the eyes of those around me. So here's my message to anyone listening. If you're aging, don't let the world silence you. If you're younger, don't confuse love with control. Ask, don't assume. Offer, don't impose. Because dignity doesn't retire, and neither does the right to choose. This was Walter's story. Thank you for listening to episode 8 of Autumn Stories of Life. If it resonated with you or reminded you of someone you love, share it. Let the conversation begin, not just about aging, but about respect, autonomy, and love.